Katy here, member of the Optimum Care team. Today we're going to be working on our glute and hip stabilizing muscles, so our pelvic girdle. In Pilates, often we think that only our abdominal muscles are our core muscles. They're absolutely not. Our glutes are a vital part of a strong core. A lot of us spend most of our day sitting, so our glute muscles are actually quite atrophied, and that can lead to a lot of lower back pain and hip instability. So we're going to be working on stabilizing those up today. We've got a whole group of lovely exercises for that, and we're going to be walking you through them today. So we're going to be going with a fantastic exercise, a base level exercise that literally anybody can do to start to strengthen those glutes. It's called a shoulder bridge. We're going to be starting lying down on the ground, just rolling your spine onto the ground. Feet hip distance apart, shoulders and neck relaxed. I'd like you to draw your belly button into your spine and squeeze up your pelvic floor. Take a nice deep breath in on the ground. Breathe out. Try and lift your hips up and over your knees, pushing your heels into the ground. Inhale in the air. And we're going to exhale and lower down. Breathing in on the ground. Exhale, lifting up. Inhale in the air. And exhale and lower down. Try and lower your upper back, your middle back, your lower back, and then your hips and glutes. Exhale, scooping that spine up, lifting your thighs over your knees. Inhale and exhale and lower down. We're going to aim for about 10 reps of those. They can start off any of your exercise routines to warm up your lower back, strengthen your glutes. Once that you're comfortable with that, you can move on to a slightly more advanced option using the ball. Either with your calves resting on the ball, hands at your sides, you breathe in. Again, you're going to breathe out, squeeze your glute muscles, lift your hips up, up, up until you're basically in a straight line on your shoulders. Breathing in, and we're going to breathe out and lower down. 10 reps of that, exhaling up. Inhale in the air. Nice even hips, drawing your belly in. We exhale and lower down. After that, if you want to advance it even further, feet on the ball, shoulders relaxed, deep breath in. We're going to breathe out, squeezing those glute muscles, squeezing your core muscles to keep your hips even, coming up into a nice straight line. Breathing in, and we're going to breathe out, slowly peel that body down. A great way to get even further into your deep core stabilizing muscles. Looks a bit peculiar. A lot of my Pilates ladies called this the squashed cockroach, but it works really nicely, squeezing your pelvic floor tight. You're going to exhale, do the exact same thing, lifting up. It gets into your glute medius, which are like a little band of muscles that run from the outer hip into the glutes. Inhale, exhale and lower down. Again, 10 reps of that. Exhaling up, inhale, and we exhale and lower down. We're going to be working on another excellent exercise to strengthen and stabilize your hip and glute muscles. For this one, we're going to come down onto our side, either resting on your elbow with your elbow underneath your shoulder, or if you need a little bit of more neck or shoulder support, you're going to come down to the ground or to have hand support here behind your head. So basically we want our ankles, our hips and our shoulders in line, drawing that belly in, and lift your side body up off the ground. From here we're going to be working through the clam. You're going to simply exhale and lift the knee, inhale and lower, exhale and lift, inhale and lower. So about 10 to 15 reps of this is fantastic. Try not to let your hip bone open up. You want to stay nice and square. To modify this, make it a little bit more difficult, we're going to lift the ankle and the knee and lower and lift and lower. Again, 10 to 15 reps of this one. I can promise you by the time that you finish this one, your glute will be talking to you. From here, to advance it even further, you're going to come up into what I call the mermaid position. You can imagine you're sitting on a rock or sitting on the beach. Shoulders back, ankles stuck together. Tuck your belly in. We're going to exhale and lift the knee and lower. So the exact same movement, just with a little bit more rotation through your trunk. Exhale up and inhale down. Again, making it a bit more difficult, lifting the ankle and knee and lowering and lifting and lowering. 10 to 15 reps of this. Our most difficult option here, we straighten that leg out, tuck the tailbone under, and we lift and lower, and lift and lower. 10 to 15 reps, trying to keep your knee as straight as possible. From there, lift and hold. We're going to inhale forwards, exhale back for 10. Keep breathing. Try and keep your height as much as you can, but that leg might start to get a little bit tired. Another lovely exercise for stabilizing the hip and glute muscles is coming into our kneeling or 4-point position, your wrists underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. Drop your shoulders down your back and draw your belly in, so we don't want that back arching and sinking down. From here, either you can bring your knees together for a slightly easier option, or you're going to keep your knees hip distance apart. Keep your core engaged. We're going to be exhaling, extending that leg up behind us without letting the hip fly out, without letting the back arch. So keeping your stability there. We're going to exhale and lift and lower. And this is really as complicated as this exercise gets. It's not about the height, it's about squeezing that glute, keeping your shoulders away from your ears. 10 to 15 reps on either side. If you want to advance this, you can do some pulses. 10 pulses at the top is always a great thing. Or straightening that leg out. We lift and lower, keeping that core drawing nice and tight. You can even do some small circles up in the air if you want to, circling both directions, keeping your core engaged. Thanks so much for joining us. This has been Dr. Katy for the Optimum Care team. For any other Pilates related questions or any queries to do with your health, please visit us at optimumcareonline.com. Thanks again from the Optimum Care team.